10 ways of how to move past failures and get motivated to exercise again. Ryan Fallon here at ryanfallon.com. And what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to kind of go through these 10 ways and just kind of give you my personal, some personal examples of each one of these that I've went through. Now, just to remember that I didn't necessarily do these in this order, and it took me quite a while to actually get through all of this. And it's basically because I struggled through it and just kind of found things that worked for me here and there. And so this is kind of a list that I've put together based on what I found that works for me. And if anybody would ever come up to me and say, man, I've completely failed in my fitness. I used to do this and this, and then I just kind of fell off the wagon, for the past 3-4 months, and I've let myself go, and I just need to start from somewhere. This is what I would give them and tell them to do. And if I ever in the future fail at my fitness again, this is what I would do. These are the 10 steps that I would go through and I would follow. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of go through and give a few quick examples of each. So number 1 was determine why you failed. Well, for me, there were numerous reasons why I failed. And at first, I really only wanted to blame the initial reason of why I fell off that wagon right at the beginning. But it may have been the thing that started it, but it wasn't the reason why I failed for 4 straight months. Just one example that I'll give you is, I hadn't really distanced myself completely from all the bad old habits that I had before of, eating unhealthy, and I kind of had gotten away completely of not exercising because I was doing that. I was working out. But I wasn't really focused completely on my nutrition. So because I hadn't distanced myself completely from those bad habits, it was real easy for them just to creep right back in and take over. And that was one of the reasons why I failed. Number 2, forgive yourself for the past failures. And this was something I struggled with for a long time. And, I didn't do right away. I was hard on myself. I hated that I had failed and gained back all that weight that I had worked so hard to lose. But finally I just had to let go of it and say, I'm done with it. It's in the past. I'm done with it. There's nothing I can do about it. So, I had to forgive myself for failing for that long and failing that hard. But it wasn't easy, so I don't expect it to be something to be easy to do, but it is something that you do have to get through if you want to be able to succeed in the future with your fitness after a failure. Number 3 is write out a list of 10 things you like about yourself. So here's a couple examples, because like I said, I was so hard on myself that I was disliking myself. I was telling myself how horrible I was for letting myself do it. But, I had to start thinking, I have a great wife, great family, great friends. Those are just 3 things that I really like about myself and about my life. And those far outweigh all the negative thoughts that I was having about myself because of what I had let myself fail at and how I had done it. So just those 3 things there really boosted my positive outlook on things, because those other things just really became real small and minuscule, and they just didn't seem to matter after really thinking about it. So there's just a few of the 10 things that I found. Number 4, focus on the present and not the past. This was another thing that was kind of difficult to do for me because I did want to focus on the past and focus on that failure so much. And I kind of used it to recommit myself to fitness. But, it wasn't good that I was really still mad at myself for failing. I had to get over that and just focus on what I was doing now to get back in shape and exercise. I know what I ended up doing was I was using the past to, learning from that past experience. So I took what I had done and learned from it, and then I had to just leave it there and just focus on what I was doing now. Let's see, number 5, rewrite your short and long-term fitness goals. I never had before now, I never had short-term goals. I only had that one long-term goal of I wanted to lose 100 pounds. That was my goal. So my new long-term goal was I still wanted to lose that 100 pounds. I wanted to get into a size 32 pair of jeans, down from a 42. But I realized that I needed to start making those short-term goals. So that's what I did. I wanted to lose 10 pounds this month. And then the next month I wanted to lose 10 more pounds. Or I wanted to get in, a 38 size jean from a 40 in a month or something like that. But those are some of the short-term goals that I made for myself. And it's something that I continue to do those short-term goals to reach your long-term goals. Like I said, you can come to my website. I have written a whole other post on goals that you can read about that will help you in that. Number 6, make a workout schedule. This is something that I had to start off right away. At the time I was just in school. So I found that after I got up in the morning, the first thing I would do was I would go work out. So that time period, whatever time it was after I got up, that was solely to do a workout. I didn't have anything else on my schedule for that. Everything after that was for school or anything else I had going on. But I blocked out that time just for my workout. Now, since then, it's kind of changed here and there. Just because, now I'm working out with my wife, so we worked out in the evenings. Now we're back to working out in the mornings. But I always knew from week to week what time of every day that week that I was going to do a workout. And it kept me on track every single week because there was nothing else scheduled during that time. And this is another one that if you come to my website, I have made a post on just making a weekly workout schedule and how to do that and why it works so good. Number 7, get involved in workout groups. On the Beachbody website, I'm a part of 5 online workout groups. One has to do with people that are doing the same workout routines that I'm doing. So I'm part of that group. I'm a part of a group that's based on people that are in my area. Another one is based on a group of people that are in my coaching network. So I'm involved in multiple different workout groups online that I can see, hey, they're doing workouts. Lots of times we're working out at the same time. We can give little motivation tips here, ask for motivation, whatever. I'm part of groups online, and it really works. It's a great thing to do. Another thing is I work out with my wife, like I said just a second ago. So that's kind of my own home workout group. It's nice to work out with someone and stay accountable to them. Number 8 is expect success. It took a while for me for this, to expect success and to stay successful. But all I can tell you is that after a while, I just became so determined to not get back to where I was before. That I just, I expect to be successful in my fitness, and that's where I'm at now. I won't let anything else get in the way of being fit and staying fit. I just expect to be successful in it now. So it's just kind of a frame of mind you have to get yourself into. It may take some time, but once you're there, it's great because and you're confident in yourself that you're going to do what you need to do. Number 9, reward yourself for hitting those goals. Okay, so a couple of things I do is, my wife and I, she loves to shop, so, every time we need to go shopping for something because we've lost that little bit extra weight, it's kind of like a reward for us. She gets to go out and get a new pair of pants or a new shirt. Sometimes it's just because we have to because our other clothes aren't fitting very well. And also, we like to go out to eat every 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks. We'll go out to a really nice dinner together, just me and her, to reward ourselves as for all the really hard work we've been doing. So there's an example of that. And number 10, do your best and forget the rest. I don't know really of an example I can give you for this. It's just kind of another frame of mind you need to be in. as long as you're doing your best, forget everything else. It may take you longer to get where you want to be. It's taking me longer to get where I want to be than what I originally thought and planned, but I know I'm doing my best, so I'm just going to forget about it and keep doing it. So there you go. There are just a few examples of what I went through doing these 10 ways of moving past failures and getting motivated to exercise again. Please, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Throw a comment down at the bottom, and I can get with you and help you out with that. So I really hope this helped you out a little bit. Until next time, adios.